In a surprising turn of events, Levin has just made a massive announcement regarding Kayleigh McEnary that no one saw coming. With her recent departure from Fox News still fresh, Levin's unexpected revelation has sparked intense speculation about what's next for her. Is she planning a major career move, or is something bigger at play? We've got all the details on Levin's statement and what it means for Kayleigh's future right here. Kayleigh McEnary's journey at Fox News began shortly after her time as the White House press secretary for President Trump. She quickly made her mark as a prominent voice, delivering sharp analysis and confidently addressing complex political issues. Her ability to communicate conservative values and engage with audiences made her a standout figure. Kayleigh's presence brought a new energy to the network, attracting a dedicated following of viewers who appreciated her straightforward approach. McEnary's appeal wasn't just in her political knowledge, but also in her relatable persona. Viewers saw her as someone who not only understood their frustrations, but spoke out on their behalf. This connection helped solidify her as a trusted commentator and a favorite among Fox's core audience. Her departure, therefore, isn't just a simple career change. It's a significant shift that could impact the loyalty of longtime viewers. Her sudden exit has sparked questions about what led to her decision and how it might affect Fox News in the long run. Without Kayleigh's voice, the network could face challenges in maintaining the same level of engagement with its conservative base, potentially giving competitors an opportunity to attract her loyal audience. As a result, her move might influence viewership dynamics and alter the network's position within the broader conservative media landscape. Levin, a well-known conservative commentator, recently shared some unexpected insights about Kayleigh McEnary's departure from Fox News. According to Levin, Kayleigh's decision to leave wasn't solely based on personal reasons or career choices. He hinted at deeper issues within Fox News itself, suggesting that her exit might be linked to internal changes at the network. Levin's announcement has sparked significant interest because it offers a different perspective on why one of Fox's prominent voices decided to step away. Levin pointed out that the network has been undergoing internal shifts, which may have made it challenging for Kayleigh to continue. As Fox attempts to navigate a changing political landscape, some of its internal decisions might not align with the perspectives of its more traditional conservative voices. Levin suggested that Kayleigh's departure could reflect disagreements over the network's direction, making her exit more than just a personal decision. It might indicate larger tensions within Fox. In terms of what's next for Kayleigh, Levin hinted that she might not be out of the media spotlight for long. He speculated that she could be considering launching her own media platform, where she can express her views freely without the constraints of network policies. Alternatively, she might be in talks to join a competing network like Newsmax or ON, where her strong conservative voice would be a valuable addition. Levin's comments leave open the possibility that Kayleigh's next move could significantly influence the conservative media space, depending on where she decides to take her talents next. Levin's comments about Kayleigh McEnary's exit suggest that it may reflect broader changes taking place within Fox News. Levin hinted that Fox is not the same network it used to be, possibly shifting its focus and strategy. These changes might be making it harder for strong conservative voices like McEnary to find their place, as the network adapts to appeal to a wider audience. For some, this shift means Fox is moving away from its core identity, which is causing friction among its established personalities. Meanwhile, networks like Newsmax and One America News, OAN, are stepping up to fill that gap. They've been gaining traction by maintaining a more traditional conservative stance, which is attracting viewers who feel Fox is no longer aligned with their values. These newer networks are eager to welcome well-known conservative figures, providing them with a platform to speak more freely without the constraints of shifting network policies. This evolving landscape is pushing conservative commentators to rethink their strategies. Many are opting to create independent platforms where they have more control over their content and message. Prominent voices like Kayleigh are choosing to move in this direction, seeing it as a way to maintain their influence while avoiding network restrictions. The shift toward independent media could lead to a more fragmented but diverse conservative media space as more commentators seek to establish their own brands outside traditional networks. Balancing a demanding media career with her personal life has been a constant challenge for Kayleigh McEnary. As a mother and a public figure, she's had to juggle the intense demands of being a political commentator while also ensuring she's there for her family. This balancing act is made even more complicated by the high-profile nature of her work and the public's constant scrutiny of her every move. Being in the spotlight means Kayleigh is always under pressure, whether it's from critics questioning her views or from supporters expecting her to uphold a strong conservative stance. This scrutiny doesn't just come from outside. Even within conservative circles, maintaining a consistent position can be stressful. These pressures are heightened for someone like Kayleigh, who has been at the forefront of major political debates and controversies. Mark Levin hinted that these personal and professional pressures may have contributed to her decision to step back. He suggested that Kayleigh might be seeking a better balance between her career and family life. In Levin's view, her departure from Fox might be more about preserving her personal well-being and avoiding burnout than simply leaving for another professional opportunity. Finding a healthier balance between her role as a mother and public figure could be a major factor behind her recent career choices, indicating a shift in her priorities. Kayleigh McEnary's departure from Fox News opens up new possibilities for her to expand her brand independently. One likely option is launching her own podcast or digital platform, which would give her full control over her content and messaging. This would allow her to engage directly with her audience, sharing her perspectives without network restrictions. Kayleigh's strong following and clear voice make this a realistic and potentially successful move. Beyond creating her own platform, other career paths could include writing a book to provide deeper insights into her experiences or joining a new conservative network like Newsmax, where she would likely find a supportive environment. Alternatively, she may choose a non-media role, perhaps in political consulting, or even stepping back from the public eye to focus on her personal life. Despite leaving Fox, Kayleigh's influence is far from over. As a recognizable conservative voice, she still holds significant sway over public discussions. If she decides to venture into independent media, Kayleigh could potentially become an even bigger force, shaping conservative dialogue in new ways and reaching audiences directly, free from traditional media constraints. Mark Levin sees Kayleigh McEnary's departure as a signal that Fox News and similar major networks could be facing deeper challenges. According to Levin, losing a prominent voice like Kayleigh suggests that conservative media figures may be seeking more autonomy. This trend could lead to a shift where more personalities move to independent platforms, disrupting the traditional power of established networks. As more commentators go independent, it could result in a more fragmented conservative media space. Instead of relying on a few large networks, audiences might turn to a variety of individual voices, each offering unique perspectives. This would change the landscape significantly, making it more diverse but also more competitive. For viewers, this shift means they'll have more options for getting their news and opinions, but it might also create confusion over where to find their favorite commentators. With figures like Kayleigh potentially building their own platforms, audiences will likely need to adjust how they engage with content, supporting their preferred voices in new ways. Levin's concerns highlight a turning point in conservative media that could reshape how information is delivered and consumed in the future. Mark Levin's announcement about Kayleigh McEnary's departure points to larger shifts in conservative media. Kayleigh's exit could signal changes at Fox News and an emerging trend of prominent voices seeking independence. Her next steps could redefine her career and influence. Whether she chooses to launch her own platform or join another network, her impact on conservative discourse will likely continue. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think Kayleigh will do next? How do you see these changes affecting the future of conservative media? We'd love to hear your opinions.